Interesting. So Adam Silver clapped back at Shaq when Shaq questioned about saying that the ratings are taking a nosedive, 3 point line, and everything like that. And I didn't see Nick Wright make his comments. Adam Silver says we're doing just fine. Says that when you played, people had a problem with the game being thought the game was ugly in a certain way. And so we have to make changes. In other words, we respect your time and service, but kindly agitate yourself in this conversation. We really don't need your input, Shaquille. We're good. We're good. And that is a the attitude and the smugness and the cockiness of Adam Silver. He really doesn't care about the hardcore dedicated NBA fan. Joe Casual and Mary Casual, that's what they're selling on. Because everybody has to have an opportunity to score. Everybody has an opportunity from all walks in life and come on over and play in our wonderful tropic called the NBA. And I always sympathize and empathize with folks who missed the grind it out, or the everybody had their own identity 80s, or everybody truly did have parity in the 70s. See, 70s you had parity. 80s you had dynasties, but you also had fun. Everybody had an identity. In the 90s you had stricter by the code, physical, get up in you, but you still had those forces that could do their thing. In the OOs, you had some dynasties, you had some runs, but you still had the coming of age players who still did the thing. The problem with today, what's happening today, is that, like I always say, what's it gonna be like when you no longer have this old guard that you have now? You know, what's it gonna be like? Because when LeBron, Steph, Kawhi, Durant are gone, and James Harden too, because he's part of Chris Paul, all that. When all them cats are gone, what do you got? Because Jokic is exceptional, and Giannis, but what else you got? Jason Tatum is doing his thing, Jaylen Brown. But really, when you get to it, what do you have? I can pinpoint a few teams that I could say, okay, because I really would be interested to see OKC emerge. I'd be really curious to see that emerge. But, I want to see what kind of quality you're going to have. Because the tiers are going to it's going to be real interesting how it all comes to pass. And that when that old guard, we got a glimpse of it almost this past year when the Olympics, because everybody got knocked out pretty much early. Think about it. So you really didn't have, you started to see the change in the guard with Anthony Edwards emerging. Jokic and them got knocked out. Luka Doncic finally broke through. And you had a young Boston Celtics team who have been on the grind trying to come up. So it's going to be interesting how it sets up. But, Adam Silver kind of was like, I'm going to check Shaq on this, because they didn't really like how you played. Some people didn't like the muscle brute of the game. Some didn't. But it didn't cause the ratings to dip. And the thing about it was, I think people were having a Michael Jordan hangover. And they had embraced Shaquille O'Neal. And they were embracing Kobe. But they still had that Jordan 1 until finally, it kind of came in and went. And then, then Shaq and Kobe had their thing and that whole thing. And then you had the emergence of a Dwayne Wade who came along, on LeBron. And then you go on to Steph, etc. So, you've had people come through. But the thing was, you still had competitive basketball. Entertainment aspect's always been there. The big question mark is what they want for the star power. And I think that one of the biggest problems that they're facing is that they don't have an American born player to really sway it that's of a certain age that they feel. Because I know they're trying to put mad money on Jason Tatum. They don't really like Jaylen Brown, and we already know. But I like Jaylen big time. But there's a lot of politics going on. But Adam Silver's thinking that he can just have his merry-go-round and we just shoot the 3 ball and nobody will say nothing and the ratings dip. Now, it's not going back to tape delay or nothing like that. But what they're going to do is make it more conscious effort to make it more fan friendly or more sellable, that everybody feels like they got a chance. But everybody gets a chance. That's what Adam Silver's selling. Shaq ain't gonna say much because Shaq don't want to rock the cart. He's got to stay on corporate business. He's working for the business. He ain't gonna ever say anything to go against the man. We already know. Look, I hold Shaquille O'Neal in high regard as a basketball player, and I would debate him top high tier rankings, but he is company, man. Don't get it twisted. And he ain't gonna ever tell Silver, you know, what we already know. That product is weak sauce and it's a joke. It's embarrassing. And everybody ain't cut out to be a 3-point shooter. Everybody ain't Steph Curry, okay? Everybody ain't gonna have a splash brother like Klay Thompson. But y'all gonna try it because y'all want to sell this game at a high level, you know. Because you've manipulated it to incredible epic proportions where because everybody's trying to do the same thing. And then, but it has hurt the consensus of the game. The game is not where it's supposed to be. But I don't, again, it's not no going back. And I know Nick Wright had tried something about a 15 attempt cap on when you make it 15 threes or something. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The genie's out the bottle. The genie's out the bottle. But it was an interesting exchange between the two, to say the least. He told Shaq, we're fine. Just keep broadcasting games and we'll act like we're all good. Thank you, but no thank you. Because unless they had a player become a commissioner who actually played the game and not have lawyers, and it's not ran and controlled, and I told you before what the acronym is for the NBA. Egros be acting. Remember, be acting. Gotta stand in line. Gotta stand in line. Mr. Charlie. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share the video if you like. Hit that membership, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.